Hi, my name is Edward Boyle, and I'm here today to introduce you to a program that was created by some MPH students at California State University. Through this program, it offers several key items that are going to be able to help our Central Valley and our kids. First of all, I'd like to go ahead and introduce some members that created this program. One in particular who developed the program need is going to go ahead and come in and introduce you to what the program is addressing. Her name is Jana Mowrer. Jana?
Hello everyone, my name is Jana Mowrer and I'm going to discuss the program need. We decided to use the Farm to School program within Orange Cove, which is in Fresno County, to address several issues that Orange Cove currently faces. The first of them is they have limited access to healthy food options. Another one is that they have very high overweight and obesity issues, which contribute to type 2 diabetes and other chronic diseases. The United States has come out with stating that obesity and overweight issues are a public health concern. The Congress addressed the Institute of Medicine and said that this was a major issue that needed to be addressed from a multicultural standpoint. They also wanted to get community involvement, as this is a community issue and various issues affect different communities differently. We decided to look at Orange Cove because Orange Cove has a very high number of Hispanic individuals. Currently, Orange Cove has 92.7% of their individuals that have listed themselves as either from Hispanic or Latino origins. This is of interest to us because typically Hispanics and Latinos, along with African Americans, have higher rates of both overweight and obesity, as well as type 2 diabetes and other chronic issues. So we found that this was of interest to us, given that we wanted to bring more local and fresh produce to the area so that they could make healthier food options that would ultimately contribute to reducing their risk for obesity and type 2 diabetes.
Hi, I'm back, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the theoretical framework that we've designed for our program. The theoretical framework that we've designed for our program is called the social cognitive theory that was developed by Dr. Albert Bandera in the 1960s. Although developed and processed in 1986, this theory is highly looked upon and very successful among children and adults. With that, I'd like to go over some key factors that are going to be implemented not only in our program, but are also implemented in the theory, describing the process of how the theory is going to be adapted throughout our program. With that, I'm going to start off by looking and telling you a little bit about the 6 steps that are in the theory. Our first step that we're going to talk about today is called behavior capability. Through this, the person is actually able to perform a behavior through essential knowledge and skills. We're going to go ahead and introduce that to you through our methodology, our curriculum, and how it entails and how it's implemented. Secondly, we're going to show them that they can do a lot of observational learning, how it entails, how it's applied, what's going on with children as they go through elementary school. Through that, we're going to have reinforcements. We're going to also have expectations. We're going to apply the self-efficacy concept, all of which are all included in the theoretical framework of the social cognitive theory process. Through this, we ensure that this will not only provide the students of Orange Cove and the community at large the right tools to not only increase their nutritional value status, but also learn how to make new meals with the fruits and vegetables that surround them on a daily basis. So with that, I'd like to now turn it over to our next topic.
Hello, my name is Calderon, and for our Farm to School program, we created a goal and 3 objectives. And I'm going to go ahead and read the goal, and my colleagues will go ahead and read off the objectives. So our goal for our Farm to School program is to improve the health and nutritional status of children and families by increasing the consumption of fruits and vegetables. Next, we have Rhonda, who is going to share Objective 1.
Objective 1 for the Farm to School program states that by June 2016, a total of 150 third grade children who are enrolled at Hill Mountain Elementary School's Farm to School program in the city of Orange Cove will increase the consumption of fruits and vegetables by 25%.
For Objective 2, of the 150 parent participants, we hope to have at least 25% of them that are able to make 2 to 3 nutritional snacks following the food guide pyramid for their children.
And for Objective 3, by June of 2016, a total of 150 third grade parents who are enrolled at Hill Mountain Elementary School in the city of Orange Cove will increase their knowledge by 25% in creating 3 to 4 nutritional meals following the USDA guidelines in regards with My Plate for their families and children.
Talking about the program methodology for our Farm to School program. There's just a few things I would like to talk about when we are trying to implement a pilot program for the very first time in the community. So some of the things that need to happen is we will need to do a community needs assessment, asset mapping, meeting with local stakeholders, meeting with farmers, and we're also going to be collaborating with the Department of Public Health to get the graduate students to come and volunteer their hours to teach the curriculum in the school. So next I will be going to talk about the seasonal crop of the month curriculum, which is part of the Farm to School program. And what I would like to show is for year one, what I have here is the actual bullet points and summary of a year's worth of curriculum and what happens with each activity when it comes to students, curriculum, and also the parents' curriculum. And now I would like to share just an overview of our program and the curriculum. All of our Farm to School documents will be translated into Spanish, and at every workshop that we have, in order to keep the parents involved, we will be giving out some type of raffle prize. With that information, with the curriculum, we are also using laptops that the students are going to be checking out at the school to collect data as far as their pre- and post-tests for our evaluation of our program. One of the activities that we are doing is having a farmer's market, which will be on Wednesdays, which is the early release day for our school. And so school gets out at 1:30, and then we have the farmer's market set up. So basically an example of a parent's curriculum, or actually one of their sessions, would be an hour long, and what would happen in that session is they would actually learn about a new fruit or vegetable, learn some facts about it, and knowing that information, our graduate students will actually do a demo teaching them how to create healthy snacks and also healthy meals for their children. An example of what a student's curriculum would look like is it would be a total of 45 minutes. The students would learn the same thing, a new fruit and vegetable. We will have a taste testing session also, and there will be some type of activity attached to the certain fruit and vegetable. The students will also go home and learn how to upload our Farm to School link and get a small 5-minute review of the session to reiterate the information they learned, and also some other interesting facts that if they would like to know a little bit more information about the fruit or the vegetable, that's also available for them. One of the activities that we're going to be doing is called our Healthy Breakfast section. In this, for year 1, 2, and 3, we will have an event that will happen on a Saturday including the parents and the students, and they will be learning how to create a healthy breakfast, which will include learning about fruits and vegetables. So there's two ways we would do that. It would be using blenders with our fruit, and then also demos using a buffet style.
Hello everyone, my name is Rhonda, and I'm going to talk about the evaluation plan for this Farm to School program for the City of Orange Cove. The evaluation plan will start simultaneously with the program preparation. The program will run for 3 years, and the program planning will take place simultaneously, and it will be implemented in July of every year. The evaluation plan will consist of a pre-test and a post-test. This will measure the baseline information before and after the implementation of the program. A sample of a question on the pre-test could be, for the students, pick 4 fruits and vegetables that can be grown in this region. Or tell us something about your favorite fruit and vegetable. These are just an idea of what the students will be given. The next item that will be evaluated will be the student impact of the Farm to School program. The student impact will be measured by attitudes, behaviors, and academic performance in school, discipline, attendance, and activity patterns. The evaluation will assess different changes in eating habits, and it is hopeful that the children will not only change their dietary habits now, but it will permanently change their eating habits to have healthy eating behaviors well into the future. The next item that will be measured will be the teacher impact in teachers' knowledge and attitudes of any changes in dietary behavior. Policy impacts within the Farm to School program will also be measured. These could be health policies, practices regarding different food preparations. And the next one would be food service impacts. And school food service is a key factor in determining success or failure of a program. This will be measured by changes in meal participation rates, the availability of local fruits and vegetables during the different times of the season, and healthy food options. It is also important to the evaluation plan will also measure the farmers' impact. The farmers will also be included, and they will be just measured the sales to schools, changes in planting patterns, whatever is needed at that time. They may have to rotate their crops, and the prevention of different farmlands and the preparation of these lands to be able to grow these crops for the Farm to School program. The parent impact will also be measured on parents preparing meals for the children at home, any changes that they have made, any knowledge gained about eating healthy food choices. And the community of Orange Cove will also be measured in the evaluation plan impacts of awareness and interest in local foods and farming, and access to healthier foods, and the community making healthier choices.
And hi, we're back. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about our budget today, which consists of receiving $300,000 for 3 fiscal years. With that, I'm going to go ahead and suggest that we look at what specifics are involved with our budget. Jana?
So of the $300,000 that we received, roughly 50% of it went to one project director. She received a salary of $50,000, which included not only her hourly wage, but also benefits. From there, we also included one individual that received a stipend, so roughly 60 to 65% of our budget went to individual salaries. We also had 12 interns that were responsible for participating in our program, with a total of 14 individuals. We also had to deal with mileage costs, which were about 40 miles each way from Fresno State to Orange Cove to the school site. So from that, roughly 70% of our budget went to just stipends, salaries, and mileage reimbursement. We also had to look at supplies and other expenses within the remaining money left over.
With that, we went ahead and we took a look at what it would cost per person for 18 sessions, involving the total cost for the relating to our objectives for the program specifically. We also looked at that in regards to how much supplies would be, and coming up with a round ballpark figure of around $29,000 per year. With that, we also looked into what would cost us per month as far as the entire program, alluding to getting cell phones, computers, and what else other supplies we needed in order to make it efficient and effective.
And the last thing that we really had to take a look at was our food costs, because the majority of our program deals with access to healthy foods. And because food prices are not stable, we had to accommodate for that each year, for the first year, the second year, and the third year. So we gave that figure a range. After that, we were left with $0. But we also wanted to make sure that we had wiggle room, so we provided a savings account that would allow us to tap into that if needed.
So that's our program. I want to thank you for viewing this today. I want to thank you for taking the time. It means so much to us that you're willing to take a look at what our goal is as far as to improve the health and nutritional status of children throughout the Central Valley. Remember, we can be reached at Fresno State's MPH program if you'd further like to implement our program. With that, again, thank you and have a wonderful day.